Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the chapter complex number. You might think, why is it important to learn complex number? Complex number helps us to go beyond real numbers. So let us learn some basic concept about complex numbers. What will be the general form of a complex number? The general form of a complex number is a plus iota b. What is iota? Iota is under root minus 1. So let us discuss about the concept of iota. So iota is square root of minus 1. So iota square will be square root of minus 1 whole square. That is equals to minus 1. So iota cube will be iota square times iota. So that is minus 1 times iota. So that is equals to minus iota. So iota to the power 4, that is equals to iota square times iota square. So that is equals to minus 1 times minus 1. So that is equals to 1. Hence, what happens if we add iota, iota square, iota cube and iota to the power 4? Can you guess? It will be iota plus iota square plus iota cube plus iota to the power 4. That is equals to iota. And iota square is minus 1. So we'll write down here minus 1. Next, iota cube, that is minus iota. So we'll write down here minus iota. And iota to the power 4, that is equals to plus 1. If we add them, iota minus iota will get cancelled. Minus 1 and plus 1 also will get cancelled. Hence the answer will be 0. So let us take iota to the power n plus iota to the power n plus 1 plus iota to the power n plus 2 plus iota to the power n plus 3. N can be any number. So hence, if you will take n as an integer, then n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 will be consecutive 4 integers. What will be the value of it? Can you guess it? If you take iota to the power n common, it will become 1 plus. Here also you take out iota to the power n. So iota to the power 1 will be remaining. Hence I am writing here iota to the power 1, and that is nothing but iota. It will be remaining here iota square, and next will be iota cube. Again we can write this iota to the power n times 1 plus iota, and iota square is minus 1 and iota cube is minus iota. So that will be iota minus iota, 1 minus 1, both will be 0. Hence iota to the power n times 0, that value will be 0. So let us take an example regarding this formula. What is the formula? That any consecutive 4 numbers you write, iota to the power n plus iota to the power n plus 1 plus iota to the power n plus 2 plus iota to the power n plus 3, the value will be 0. So let us take an example. Let us take an example regarding this formula. What is the value of summation over r equals to 1 to 100 iota to the power r? If you write down it little in elaborated form, it will be iota to the power 1 plus iota to the power 2 plus iota to the power 3 plus iota to the power 4 plus iota to the power 5 and so on. I have to write it iota to the power 100, because summation meaning from 1 to 100 you have to go. This is 1 is the lower limit and 100 is the upper limit. So you have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to 100 instead of r, and you have to add them, because the sigma is nothing but the summation. So now you know any 4 consecutive numbers, if it is coming as the power of iota, then their sum will be 0. So that means this part will be 0. In the similar way, iota to the power 5, iota to the power 6, iota to the power 7 and iota to the power 8, these 4 numbers if you take, they will also give you the value 0. So that means here are total 100 numbers, and you can make 25 boxes consisting of 4 consecutive power of iota. So that means, and every box the value is 0. So that means the total value will be 0 plus 0 plus 0 so on 25 times. No matter how many times you add 0, the answer is still 0. Hence, summation over r equals to 1 to 100 iota to the power r, the value will be 0. So let us repeat it again, that iota to the power 1, iota to the power 2, iota to the power 3, iota to the power 4. These 4 consecutive power, if you add them, that iota plus iota square plus iota cube plus iota to the power 4, the value will be 0. Similarly, 5, 6, 7, 8. This if you put together, the value will be again 0. So on, you can make how many boxes like this? 25 boxes, because here total 100 terms are there. And from 100 consecutive terms, if you can take 4 consecutive terms together at a time, you will get 25 boxes, which will contain iota to the power n, iota to the power n plus 1, iota to the power n plus 2, and iota to the power n plus 3 form. So every box will give you value 0. So 25 boxes, 25 zeros you will get. So the final answer will be 0. So this is the concept about iota we have learned. So now let us discuss about some concept, some basic concept about complex number, the general representation of it. So z equals to, I have discussed that x plus iota y is a complex number where I am writing x and y are real numbers. Why so? We'll come to we are going to clarify that z equals to x plus iota y, where x and y are real number. Then we can say real part of z, that is denoted as re bracket z, that is equals to x, and imaginary part of z, that is equals to imz. This is the symbol we are writing, that is equals to y. So that means real part of z, that is equals to x, which is a real number. And similarly, imaginary part of z, which is equals to y, that is also a real number. Why so? So let us take an example regarding this concept. If we'll take z equals to, suppose 7 plus 3 iota, then what will be the real z? Real z will be 7, because 7, just if you compare with x plus iota y, then x equals to 7. So if you write down imaginary part of z, what will be that? Imaginary part of z will be 3, because it is attached with I. So now if you take z equals to minus 7 iota, what will be the real part of z? Because real part of z will be 0, because z equals to this minus 7 iota, you can write it 0 minus 7 iota. So here the real part of z is 0, so we can write it 0. And imaginary part of z, we should write it minus 7. It should come along with the sign. Then you might ask, why did we write 3 only? Because if you are not writing any sign before a number, we assume that the sign is plus. So that is why basically the answer is plus 3, but you may write here 3. The same thing it will represent. So now if we'll write down z equals to 9, what will be the real part of z? The real part of z will be 9, and imaginary part of z will be 0. Because this 9 can be written as 9 plus iota times 0. So now if we take an abstract view of this concept, if the question is like z equals to a plus iota b, where a and b both are real numbers, then real part of z will be a, and imaginary part of z, that will be b. But the question will come like this: suppose z equals to 7 plus iota b, and I did not say anything about b. So what is the real part of z and what is the imaginary part of z? If you give the question that real part of z is 7 and imaginary part of z is b, the answer is wrong. Because the answer is wrong because nothing is said, nothing has been said about b. Why so? Because if you take b equals to, suppose I am taking 7 iota, so that means z equals to 7 plus iota times, I took b as a 7 iota, so iota times 7 iota, so that means 7 plus 7 iota square, so that is equals to 7 minus 7, which is 0. So but then if you take z equals to 7 iota, the total z value will become 0. If you take b equals to 7 iota, the z value will become 0. So the real part of z will be 0 and imaginary part of z also will be 0. But if you take b equals to 4, then z equals to 7 plus 4 iota, then the answer will be different, because real part of z will be 7 and imaginary part of z, that is equals to 4. Hence, if the b values in different way, if the b value goes in different way, then the real part of z, imaginary part of z will vary. Hence, if you want to say the real part of z and imaginary part of z specifically for a complex number, then it should be mentioned the what kind of number b will be. So that means the concept here is z equals to, in general we can say z equals to x plus iota y. Real part of z equals to x and imaginary part of z equals to y. When we can say this? Provided that x and y are real numbers. That is very important. If nothing is said about x and y, then we cannot describe real part of z equals to x, imaginary part of z, that is equals to y. I hope that complex number seems little easier for you. Thank you.